not permitted. My honey's matching my Dodger fitted, playing all go, ain't no stopping in it. Look, salute when you see me. I bought her a CC and that was her first.
We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. They love their football in this part of the country, and this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. So the completion there, Charles, looking at this defense, certainly in for a tough task here this afternoon. What are some of the keys for them if they want to come out on top?
Well, the first thing, partner, is they just allowed a completion there. They don't want to get a string of those going. Let him get his confidence. Let him get into the rhythm of the game, the flow of the game, and all of a sudden, he's feeling like he can do no wrong. You want to really get after his timing a little bit, knock a few balls away, and make things uncomfortable for him. Because if he feels relaxed, you are in for a tough afternoon.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 26. A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this, because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
Mahomes quickly complete out wide. And some room to roam now. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago, add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
2nd and 4. They're looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
Looking to throw. To the right side, it's Kelsey. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Handoff comes to Cook. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
And that's why Dalvin Cook is the Minnesota Vikings featured back. You put the ball in his hands, good things happen. 2nd in the NFL last year in rushing with 1,557 yards, and that's now back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons with 30 combined total touchdowns. What a player is Dalvin Cook.
first down. Here's the run with Cook. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
On second down, it's Cook, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash. Kill. Hey, check, nigga. What's the ad? Hey, go steal. Undercoach. 36.
A give. This is Cook. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. It'll be a gain of 3, and it also takes us to the end of the first quarter play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On second down, Cook. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. This one down to about the 10-yard line. Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On play action, it's Mahomes. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there, he had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Two minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 41-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. Mahomes going to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Now he's flushed out right.
Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play. So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And they're not going to get the snap off. This might back him out of field goal range. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City.
DeAndre Carter back deep. They start the drive with Cook. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
He's going to get this one down to Cook.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook. Fights through, and now a crease. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Cook. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Washington. Dalvin Cook, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington able to make this a close game again. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is down to 4. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Wide open receiver complete. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He'll buy some time right. And that will be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Guys, check him out. He's going to sit right over the middle. Watch the middle.
2nd and 5. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. Touchdown, Washington! Terry McLaurin in the final seconds of the first half. And Washington has taken the lead. Sly on for the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. Mahomes now on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. So we've reached halftime here at our nation's capital with the Washington football team on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They go play fake. Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Flushed out right. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
From just shy of midfield, Mahomes finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Oh, what a juke into space. Touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
122 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And some space here. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the stream, the next 2 to 3 seconds, to continue to move people.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Cook. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. They'll give it to him up the middle. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And Washington has once again taken the lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that gives them a 3-point lead. kick off after the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Hands it off out of the gun. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. Butker's kick here is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. They're going to look to throw. He'll dump this off to Cook. Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Washington on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
They'll drop to throw. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Mahomes now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for 4th down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Sheds him off at the 45. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. Now Cook running right. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A bit of extra pressure now for this one on Joey Sly. This for the lead in the final stages. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. And he finds McLaurin. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 187 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Now a run with Cook. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. Oh, that heart has to be pounding inside the chest of Joey Sly. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Oh, that heart has to be pounding inside the chest of Joey Sly. And it is good. He
Blitz the uprights on the chip shot. And they will be all smiles in Georgetown tonight as Washington has won it. So a victory here for the Washington football team. And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities, and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for Washington, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.